Trent Alexander-Arnold reveals the real reason he left Liverpool for Real Madrid. Attention, Michael Olise is being pointed out as a possible successor to Mohamed Salah. Liverpool fans fear their favorite player may leave the club after being left out of the Champions League squad. Welcome, Reds fans. Let's go for the latest news from the greatest club in the world. Trent Alexander-Arnold admitted that his decision to leave Liverpool was the most difficult of his life. The English national team player, now at Real Madrid after signing a 6-year contract, left some Reds fans unhappy with the way he said goodbye to the club. Former Liverpool striker Michael Owen, who also moved to Real Madrid during his career, commented that the fans would always support the club first, not the player. At the end of last season, some sections of the supporters criticized Alexander-Arnold, leading Mohamed Salah, player of the season, to ask fans not to boo him. In an interview with GQ España, Alexander-Arnold explained the reasons that led him to leave Anfield for the Bernabeu. "It was one of the hardest decisions of my life. Liverpool is my home. It made me who I am. But Madrid seemed like the right step at the right time." He reiterated the thoughts that he had shared in his farewell message to the Red supporters. He added, "It was ambition and a personal desire for change, to challenge myself in a new environment. Of course, Real Madrid's legacy is undeniable, but more than that, what attracted me was my ambition and desire to test myself in new surroundings. It's a challenge, but I accept it with pleasure. Playing at the Bernabeu is sacred. You feel the weight of the shirt, but that's what motivates you to give your best." This season, Alexander-Arnold has started 2 of Real Madrid's 3 La Liga matches, coming on as a last-minute substitute in the other. Despite this, he has yet to find his rhythm. Los Blancos have maintained an impeccable record under new coach Xabi Alonso, with Arda Güler and Vinicius Jr. scoring in the recent victory over Mallorca. However, he was not called up for the English national team, with Thomas Tuchel choosing Reece James from Chelsea and versatile Newcastle fullback Tino Livramento. I spoke with Trent. It was a difficult call, but I wanted him to hear it from me, which he appreciated. He made it clear that he is desperate and eager to return and play for England. Everything is on the table, but it is a competitive decision. First of all, I think Trent is a player who needs to feel confidence and support from his coach, teammates, club, country, and fans. He needs that. Tuchel summarized that Reece James is ahead in the position due to recent performances, while Tino Livramento was chosen for his versatility and rhythm. Regarding Ben White, he highlighted that White had a good preseason, but an early injury hurt his chances of playing. Michael Olise, currently at Bayern Munich, is being identified as a possible successor to Mohamed Salah at Liverpool. The 23-year-old is expected to be closely watched by the Reds this season. Salah renewed his contract until 2027 last season, but succession planning is already a priority, given that the Egyptian maintains an average of 30 goals per season. Liverpool's scouting team has shown interest in Olise, who moved to Bayern from Crystal Palace last summer for around £50 million. Olise had been speculated as a Liverpool target 4 years ago when he was playing for Reading. Lewis Steele from the Mail stated that one cannot rule out the possibility of the club pursuing a transfer next summer. According to Steele, Liverpool is looking for a long-term replacement for Salah in the next 1 or 2 summers, and Olise is said to be at the top of the shopping list. Although there are no official confirmations, it is logical that Olise will be closely monitored. He is a skillful and dynamic winger with 47 goals and 62 assists in his career so far. This season, in 4 appearances for Bayern, he has already scored 4 goals. The Frenchman's contract with Bayern runs until 2029, but there are rumors of a release clause that could be activated next summer, which would be attractive for Liverpool. Despite some concerns over injuries in 2022, 2023, and 2024, Olise played 55 matches in his debut season for Bayern, totaling 3,842 minutes, ranking him 4th among players with the most minutes last season, behind only Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Ryan Gravenberch.
Olise is a left-footed attacker who prefers to play on the right wing, like Salah, and excels at cutting inside, creating chances for teammates, and directly challenging opponents. Last Bundesliga season, he led in assists with 15 key passes and ranked second in goal involvement with 27, behind only Harry Kane. FotMob rated him as the league's second-best player, with a score of 7.99 out of 10. Additionally, Olise created the highest number of big chances, 32, and won possession in the final third 1.4 times per 90 minutes, the second highest in the Bundesliga. With 230 games for clubs and country by age 23 and Premier League experience, he fits the profile Liverpool is looking for and will undoubtedly attract interest from other clubs.
Liverpool fans took to social media to express their disappointment after the news that one of the club's most beloved players was left out of the squad for this season's Champions League matches. Although the Reds have not won Europe's most prestigious competition since 2019, they entered this year's tournament as one of the favorites after winning the Premier League last season. Since Arne Slot's victory in his debut season, Liverpool has significantly strengthened the squad in the transfer market, investing over $450 million. Most of this investment went to attacking positions, with $200 million spent solely on signing Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike. As a result, competition for places in the squad has become extremely intense, leaving Slot with a difficult decision when selecting the 22 players for the Champions League. In a controversial move, the Dutch coach chose to leave Italian star Federico Chiesa out of the list, opting instead to give space to 16-year-old Rio Nugumoha. Although Chiesa played a limited role in last season's Premier League winning campaign, he's already stood out this season. In the 2-2 home draw against Bournemouth at the season opener, Chiesa scored a sensational goal in the 88th minute. Despite several opportunities to return to Italy this summer, he chose to stay at Anfield due to his strong connection with Liverpool fans. Now, Chiesa may have few chances to impress Italy's coach, Rino Gattuso, before next summer's World Cup. Slot's decision sparked a strong reaction on social media. One fan commented, "If I were Federico Chiesa, I would leave at the next opportunity. I think he hasn't been treated well at Liverpool since he arrived, a quality player who deserves to play week after week." Another wrote, "Federico Chiesa is not in the 22-man Champions League squad. Justice for Fede." The bond between Chiesa and the fans is so strong that many have begun encouraging the player to leave the club before his career is harmed. One fan said, "If Federico Chiesa really takes his career seriously, then he has to leave." Another added, "Honestly, I hope Federico Chiesa leaves Liverpool this winter. This guy does not deserve this. Since he arrived, he has always fought for the club." Liverpool's opponents in this season's Champions League group stage are Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Eintracht Frankfurt, PSV Eindhoven, Marseille, Karabag, and Galatasaray. Thank you very much for watching until here. See you next time.